We are seeing exponential growth in the mainstream support for regulated cannabis markets on both sides of the aisle in Washington, D.C., and there are a lot of new developments that are really exciting to talk about today. In spite of heavy opposition from the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, as well as congressional House leadership, we were successful at including medical marijuana protections in this year's fiscal budget for the federal government. Going forward, NCIA is working in the next fiscal year to include protections for adult use businesses, as well as an appropriations amendment that would protect financial institutions from any kind of federal backlash for doing business with the cannabis industry. Another groundbreaking development is Colorado Senator Sen Gardner announced that the president has stated that he would support legislation that would respect states' rights on marijuana issues. This is hugely important as Senator Gardner is representing his constituents and ensuring that the regulated cannabis market is not interfered with by outdated federal laws. Senator Gardner has announced that he will soon be introducing legislation with Senator Warren that would do just that, respect states' rights on cannabis. NCIA is working hard to build support for these policies, and we hope to someday get that legislation to the president's desk so that he can uphold his promise and sign it into law. Shortly after Senator Gardner's announcement, a really big development occurred on the other side of the aisle. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer announced that he would introduce legislation that would decriminalize and in fact deschedule marijuana at the federal level, allowing cannabis to be legal coast to coast. It's a great time to be working on this issue when we're seeing Republicans and Democrats fighting over who is most supportive of marijuana policy reform. As the responsible cannabis industry grows and expands across the country, we're showing voters what it really looks like to take cannabis out of the criminal market and put it behind a regulated counter. And as we do so, public support continues to expand. A recent poll shows that 63% of Americans now support legalizing and regulating cannabis across the country. This is happening right as we lead into an election year where we're going to see voters in Michigan get the opportunity to regulate adult use in that state. We're also seeing medical marijuana ballot initiatives likely on the ballot in Utah, Missouri, and Oklahoma this year, all of which have great possibilities of succeeding. We are at a tipping point with all of the changes and all of the momentum that is built over the last few months. It is more important than ever that you support your industry's trade association and also join us in Washington, D.C. for Cannabis Industry Lobby Days. Lobby Days is an excellent opportunity to help us advocate for the industry broadly, but also to tell your personal stories about how federal policies affect you and your ability to grow your business.